Thomas the Tank Engine has worked his branch line for many years. He knows it very well. Almost manage it without me. Thomas had become conceited. He didn't realize his driver was joking. Boasted to the others. Driver says I don't need him now. Don't be so daft. I'd never go without my driver, said Toby earnestly. I'd be frightened. Puh, never dare. I would then. You'll see. The next morning, the firelighter came. Thomas drowsed comfortably as the warmth spread through his boiler, and Toby was still asleep. Thomas suddenly remembered. Silly stick in the muds, he chuckled. I'll show them. Just go out. He was being clever, but really he was only moving because a careless cleaner had meddled with his controls. He soon found his mistake. He tried to whoosh, but he couldn't. He tried to stop, but he couldn't. He just kept rolling along. Station master's house. The station master was about to have breakfast. Horrors, cried Thomas. The house rocked, broken glass tinkled, plaster. Thomas had collected a bush on his travels. He peered into the room through its leaves. He was furious. His wife picked up her plate. You miserable engine, she scolded. Just look what you've done.
My toast.
I shall have to cook some more. She banged the door. More plaster fell. This time it fell on Thomas. Thomas felt depressed. Workmen propped up the house with strong Then the Scottish twin engines Donald and Douglas arrived. Brace yourself, Thomas. We'll soon have you back on the rails. They laughed. Puffing hard, managed to haul Thomas back to safety. Bits of fencing, the bush, and a troubled Thomas. I know, sir. I'm sorry, sir. Thomas's voice was muffled behind his bush. You must go to the works and have your front mended. The rail car will do your work. A diesel, sir? Thomas spluttered. Yes, Thomas. Diesels always stay in their sheds. Diesels never gallivant off to breakfast in station masters' houses.